Ken Roczen's 2025 WSX campaign will conclude this weekend in Australia. After Melbourne, the two-time world Supercross champion won't line up for Sweden or South Africa, bringing an early end to a part season that still delivered marquee moments and massive attention for the series. It's a blow for fans in Stockholm and Cape Town who'd circled those dates hoping to see the number 94 at full flight, but it also clarifies the title picture. With one of WSX's biggest race winners stepping out, the door opens wider for the full-timers to convert consistency into points when it matters most. PMG Suzuki has already moved to steady the ship. The team confirmed Colt Nichols will step onto the RM Z450 for the final 2 rounds. Next man up. Colt Nichols will replace Ken Roczen 94 for PMG Racing starting at the FIM WSX Sweden GP on December 6th. As a former AMA Supercross champion, Nichols isn't a token substitute. He's a proven starter, tidy in traffic, and typically strong in short-format mains. The mission now is simple and ruthless. Bank results, protect team standing, and keep Suzuki in the weekly fight, even without its headline act. For WSX, the swap also keeps some U.S. star power on the line, while underscoring a hard truth of this calendar. The series is often a balancing act between elite wildcards chasing a one prep and teams chasing a championship. Why the change? Neither side has pushed a public narrative beyond mutual plan, and there's no need to invent one. The reality is that Roczen's part-time slate was always about sharpening the sword for 2026 while managing recovery and workload. 3 high-impact appearances in Buenos Aires, Vancouver, Australia achieved that goal without the extra air miles or racing. Competitive for wins, visible when it counts, and fresh for January. It's pragmatic and very candid. The competitive ripples are immediate. With Roczen out, Sweden's gate now tilts toward the riders who've been stacking points since round 1. Expect the tempo to be set by the every-round guys, racecraft over fireworks, strategy over swagger. Nichols' arrival changes lines in the dirt, too. His launch timing and low-drama racecraft can reshuffle first-lap traffic, which matters enormously in WSX's sprint-style mains. In short, PMG loses a showstopper but gains a dependable closer. Separate and far more serious, news arrived from Honda HRC Progressive. Joe Shimoda crashed during preseason training on November 25th at the Dog Pound in Florida and underwent surgery the next day at Tampa General to repair 2 fractured, displaced vertebrae, upper back/lower neck. Crucially, his spinal column is unaffected, and he has full movement and feeling. The expected recovery window for this type of injury is roughly 3 months, which, counting forward from November 26th, points to a late February return timeline if rehab progresses without setbacks. That's not a promise, it's a realistic waypoint. The key wins so far are medical, stabilized vertebrae, protected spinal cord, and immediate specialist care. Shimoda's own words land with perspective. He knew something was wrong on impact, he's grateful the spinal cord is okay, and he's already flipped into recovery mode. American Honda's Brandon Wilson echoed the sentiment, concern, gratitude for rapid coordination, and full support through rehab. From a racing standpoint, the timing is frustrating. Shimoda capped a breakout 2025 by winning the SMX 250 title and looked sharp in early testing. From a human standpoint, the result could have been far worse. The plan now is patience, precision, and incremental work until strength and range return. When he's back, he'll be rejoining the class as one of its established aces, not a question mark. Taken together, both stories capture the razor's edge of this sport. Roczen's pivot is cold strategy. Maximize value, minimize risk, and arrive in January with race sharpness, but without overdrawn reserves. Shimoda's setback is the other side of that edge. One training mistake, one awkward landing, and a winter becomes rehab. Both remind us that what looks like just another off-season is where careers are protected, extended, or sometimes repaired. So the near-term scoreboard reads like this. Australia is Roczen's 2025 WSX finale. Colt Nichols takes the PMG Suzuki reins for Sweden and South Africa, and Joe Shimoda is out for approximately 3 months following successful surgery, with full neurological function intact and a measured path back. The conclusions don't change, but the context matters, and it's going to shape how the final WSX rounds play out and how the early weeks of 2026 feel when the domes light up.